Hi, I'm Mary Allen, America's Inner Peace Coach with LifeCoachMary.com, and I'm really glad you're watching this video right now. I want to share with you a little story about my trip back from Phoenix recently, and I met a gentleman who is a franchise owner. He was my seatmate and really struggling with his business. Business down 40% because of business closing in his area and layoffs. A lot of sleepless nights, just really finding it hard to relax in the evening, and just a lot of that nagging angst that doesn't go away. And when he found out that I was an inner peace coach, boy, I could just see him, happy. And in fact, he actually said, "You mean there's hope for me?" And I looked at him and I'm like, yeah, of course there's hope for you. Absolutely. So we talked about a lot of things, but one of the things we circled around to was talking about the reality is that for every single person, doesn't matter who you are, we all have a part of us that is always at peace. That's right. We all have a part of us that is always at peace. And when I said this to my friend Allie, he looked at me and said, well, then that part of me is maybe like a little speck or a dot. I said, well, that's okay. Doesn't matter. The thing is most people aren't giving a lot of attention to that part of themselves that is at peace, and therefore what gets their attention? The dramas in life, the challenges in life, the stress, the frustration, the resistance. So he asked me if there was an exercise or something I could suggest that he can do, which of course I wanted to help this guy out. So I suggested that he adopt 1 or 2 now practices. And a now practice is basically taking something that you're doing every day anyway, but consciously practicing being more present during that activity. And here's why. When we are present, we are connected to that part of ourselves that is always at peace. So we, in essence, by being present, we expand inner peace in our being, in our experience. So what a now practice can look like is taking something like, could be showering or eating or working out, walking the dog, cooking, could be anything that you do every day that you already have a lot of mastery of. But the key is to practice being more present during that activity. So it could look like, well, we actually talked about eating as a now practice with Allie because he's in the food business, right? A food restaurant. And so, what is it to really engage the senses while you're eating? Really noticing the taste and the texture and the heat of the food, and how full your body is, and noticing the colors, right? The colors, any sounds in the environment that you're in. And as you really bring your full attention to each and every part of the experience of eating, you really begin to expand your ability to be present, and thus, voila, a little bit more inner peace in your life. So I highly recommend adopting 1 or 2 now practices. As many of you know, recently I got a new family member in our world, and this little guy has really turned up my ante about being present.
This is my newest family member. His name is Cruiser. If you ever watch a puppy, you notice just how present they are. And it's just fascinating, right? As you throw a ball or introduce something new to their environment, they're just absolutely present as can be. And of course, if we're not present with them in every single moment, you get little surprises that pop up on the floor. You know what I mean? Gosh darn it, they're worth it. So, if you are wanting to expand your ability to be present in your life, I've got a couple suggestions. One, and get yourself a little puppy and pay really close attention to just how present they are. Or you can adopt a couple now practices, as I offered my seatmate on my airline flight back from Phoenix recently. Or if you really want to have a burst of inner peace and really ground it in your being so that you can access it any time, regardless of the kinds of challenges that pop up in your life, I recommend signing up for my Inner Peace Immersion Retreat. There's another one coming up this fall, and the timing in watching this video is perfect because there happens to be an early bird special that ends very, very soon. All the details are on the page right below me, down there somewhere. So look for those details. And I didn't want you to have to wait all the way until the fall to begin to tap into a greater sense of inner peace. So I've included several bonuses that will give you a variety of tools and really allow you to begin to expand inner peace in your life. And that includes a couple live calls each month, laser coaching sessions, and if you register real soon, you even get a half-hour consultation with me. And when you register with a friend, you can save even more. So I highly recommend bringing a spouse or a friend. These days, everybody I'm coming across is stressed and overwhelmed and not quite as peaceful as a little puppy like right here. So let's change that. So all you need to do, explore the rest of the page for the details, take advantage of the early bird that's coming to an end real soon, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.